And as you can see, it's all dirt and pebbles. But the love for this team and the sport stretches his heart all the way across the field and beyond. The town of Prospect voted on and passed its budget last week. In fact, 2 residents called it the $1 Million Road to Nowhere. From a lack of power to a lack of food, Coach Wesche is excited about the new fields. Some people are all for doing away with the death penalty, but others think it should stay in place. The state's highest form of legal punishment is life in prison without parole.
The Woodland Regional High School boys soccer team overcame a halftime deficit to win the league championship Tuesday night. The adversity they conquered is nothing new to the team's manager, who overcomes adversity every day. Nick Fouche has more.
Senior Nick Oliveira manages more than just the Hawks soccer team. He manages a life with cerebral palsy, keeping him from playing the game he loves.
Soccer is amazing. I mean, it's just important. It runs in my family. It runs in my blood. It's coursing my blood right now. So, I mean, it's just a big part of what I am. It's pretty much my heart and soul.
Coach Tony Motino saw this and made him team manager.
He found immediately a way for me to be a part of the team, and our relationship and chemistry have just grown from there. So now it's like I'm his right-hand man.
He's my backbone. He's my assistant, and I run the place through him, and he sometimes agrees and disagrees. And he tells me, what should we do sometimes, and I use him for his advice.
And advice isn't something Nick is afraid to give, especially to the players.
I'm harder on them than Tony is sometimes because I can't play, and I want to play so bad. So when I see it, I let them know so they don't do it again.
Nick may not be able to play, but that hasn't limited his dedication.
He's here every single game, every single practice, hasn't missed one all 4 years. He's been our manager. He's inspired to all our players here.
An inspiration and a teammate.
These guys are great. They accepted me right from the beginning, and it's been a wonderful relationship ever since day one. So, and here we are, 4 years later.
I just see Nick as he's almost a player in the team, except he just doesn't play in the team. He's always there. So when we get on the bus, we always ask, where's Nick, too? He's just another guy on the team to me.
We're like one big dysfunctional family. It's our second family, so, we have our ups and downs. We go through a lot. We have the heartache of defeat. Not this year, but we've had it in the past. And then we have the thrill of the victory. So it's great to come to school every day and be a part of this team.
Nick may physically be limited to a small spot by the bench, but the love for this team and the sport stretches his heart all the way across the field and beyond. From Beacons Falls, Nick Fouche, QNN Sports.
The Woodland Regional High School soccer team has a school record 14 wins this season, but head coach Tom Motino finds this season special for another reason. Nick Fouche has more.
There aren't many athletes that live with their coach.
What was that call?
But Woodland Regional High School's Matt Motino has it differently.
I'm used to it. He's been my coach for most of my team since I was 5, so I'm used to it.
Matt's used to it because Coach Tony is his dad. Playing for your father may have its perks, but Matt says it's harder than playing for most coaches.
Yeah, I think I get a little more scrutinized because I'm his son. He expects a lot more out of me.
I expect more from him than I do from anybody else.
I take it a little more offensive because I feel like he's yelling at me from a dad's point of view and a coach's point of view. I feel like I'm getting double.
I think it works against him because he's my son, and I try not to. People think I'm favored, so sometimes it hurts him.
I hear from him on the field, hear from him on the ride home, hear from when I get home, hear him all the time. So if I do something wrong, I hear it for the next weeks. And when most kids just hear it in the field, I hear it when I go to sleep.
Some days may seem like a nightmare, but Tony and Matt share a strong bond through their love of soccer, both on and off the field.
Usually at dinner time, we always talk about, that's all we talk about is soccer in general.
Nick Fouche, QNN Sports. Naugatuck High School is on the fast track to getting a brand new sports complex. $9 million of an $80 million referendum package passed in November is being used for new fields and a new gym. Athletic Director Tom Pompey is having a blast preparing for the change.
The process of the construction and the planning has been really, really fun because anybody who's in any field of work, you always say, oh, I wish I had this, I wish I had that, I wish it. So obviously within financial constraints, we've been able to do that. things that will make our lives better, and more importantly, the kids' experience here at Naugatuck High School better. So that's just been great.
Construction will start next fall with new locker rooms. The track will be torn up next spring so the new baseball and softball fields can be put in. That following summer, a turf field and an 8-lane track will be added, as well as renovations to the gym and pool. The facilities will be fully functional by the fall of 2014. Naugatuck coaches have gotten a chance to be creative off the field.
I had one meeting where Coach Wesche and Coach Deller and Coach Nunes attended, and there were probably 4 or 5 things in that meeting, big significant things that I hadn't thought about, that came out just from having them around the table.
Now, Mr. Pompey certainly came to us and offered us an opportunity to give input and meet with the architects. I appreciate the fact that he did that. He knows we get around, we see a lot of different facilities playing all over the state and everything, and a lot of different venues, so we appreciate that fact, and we're excited to be able to come in and have people listen to us and what we would like to see as a field for the Greyhound future.
Coach Wesche is excited about the new fields, but says it won't change the way his girls play the game.
The bases are still 60 feet, the mound is still 43, and the fences, for the most cases, are 200. So wherever we have to go with the show is fine with us.
Naugatuck Athletics will have a new facility soon, but until then, they have a new season to focus on. Nick Fouche, Q30 Online News. A 6-month-old infant from Hamden was pronounced dead at Yale New Haven Hospital this past weekend. After receiving calls about an unconscious and unresponsive baby, police and fire personnel responded to the report at 7 in the morning at the house on Stanley Road. Police Chief Thomas Wydra says police are still investigating the cause and manner of the death.